Yo, what up? What up, y'all? We got ATL's finest in the building. We got pioneers in that whole crunk music scene. Y'all did it in a big way. Welcome to VladTV, the Ying Yang Twins. What up, y'all?
What's happening? Hey, but I gotta correct you. We wasn't crunk music. We were script club music. We was in our own lane. We were just in the crunk music era. Lil Jon is the king of crunk. My country cousin is the king of crunk. He made crunk music. We made our music.
Okay, done deal. I mean, the world knows y'all as the crunk music dudes, but it's okay, the strip club music. But here's the deal, right?
Tell them.
It's all right. It's all adrenaline.
But I'm gonna tell y'all something, and this is as real as I could be. I'm trying to match y'all energy too, because y'all got hellified energy. So y'all was pioneers, not just on that whole Atlanta music scene, but before y'all and Lil Jon, people went to the strip club for sure, but they was doing it on the low. It wasn't something that was fashionable. Y'all made it to where strip clubs was mainstream. Go ahead, Rock.
You said people corrected. Men went to the strip club. It was a gentleman club. We made the men's strip club everybody club.
100%. 100%.
But I get what you're saying. We actually infused the strip club.
That's what I just said.
We made songs for the strippers. Like verses, they used to strip to the ghetto too short. You understand what I'm saying? People were just breaking records in there if they could and pay for them.
Okay, so what he's saying is we made songs for the strip club. What you said was we made people go to the strip club. And when you said people, that was everybody.
Right.
Man and woman. Right. That's what we did. We made everybody want to go to the strip club.
They bring their French poodles in there too.
Yeah. Hey, the women started going to the strip club because the men was going to the strip club and they wasn't going to the regular club.
Yeah. We stopped.
Y'all
we hurt the regular club scene. That's what we did, dude.
Y'all made it to where the strip club was like hanging out.
Yeah, but see,
with your boys.
That was 3-4 years in. When we cracked it with Whistle While You Twerk, men actually were mad that we put the strip club on Flam. It was like you took our hideout. Y'all took our hideout. It used to be the hideout.
And he just said the same thing I said. See, we just...
Now, okay, so here's the deal. Y'all got this whole thing going on for the record. Are y'all related? Are you brothers? Are you twins? Like, what? Set the record straight.
This is my brother from another mother.
Yeah, and this is my brother from the other mother.
And we twins in this rap game because when we came in, we were the Ying Yang Twins. Yeah. So, yeah, we twins in that level.
But let me square you up on that a lot of people don't know. Ying Yang Twins is actually an acronym. Every letter in our name means something. See, when the course of music came out, like the East Coast never respected party music for lyricism. So what we did was the breakbeat party records that came from up top, they used to be the main club rap rocking songs down in the South. Like African Bambaataa and Planet Patrol, stuff like that. So what we did was we put a face to party music and made the lyrical content of making strip club music get respected and have a face for it.
So we make script on music.
Like that's on
the record.
So we actually just brought to the forefront that party music or lyrical content is all lyrically contented. So the Ying Yang Twins, us using the name, it was D-Roc's name. Twins is two, but we're not blood brothers, but the name itself stands for Ying. Y'all in for it now, guppies. Yang. Young advanced knuckles gaining twins. Things and we always wins. Cause from the point of when we start rapping, when we ain't have shit, we ain't have nothing to lose. So becoming the Ying Yang Twin, we were gonna always win anyway. Cause we was against the grain.
You look like you want to say something. Say it with your chest.
That's a hellified acronym. Like, who the hell gonna remember all that?
Hey, this
let's
why
just go with Ying Yang Twins.
That's why you remember Ying Yang Twins.
Right. There you go.
And that's why they know us, but don't know us.
But they know us.
Right.
All right. Yo, y'all both from the east side of Atlanta?
No, sir.
From where?
From all Atlanta.
D-Roc, this how it goes.
Hey, we from all Atlanta. We from all Atlanta.
We from Atlanta, but the bulk of our family was from the west side. What happens is, when you live on the west side like live or die. So what happened is, if you can make it on the west side, you can make it anywhere. Most of D-Roc's family do live on the east side, but me particularly, like we from the inner city of Atlanta, around the state capital area.
I'm a Grady baby.
And my family is predominantly from the west side.
I'm from the heart of Atlanta.
D-Roc family is more on the east side. So it's a lot of people think that, because D-Roc folk from Decatur, that I'm from Decatur, and they sadly mistaken.
But I'm not from Decatur because I stayed in Atlanta.
Right. So
I'm born and raised in Atlanta.
We West Atlanta, Zone 3 Atlanta.
I done stayed from the east side to the west side because we stayed in the project.
Right.
So wherever my mama could find housing, that's where we went. Whether it was the east side or the west side.
Right, didn't matter.
We were there.
Yeah.
Because Dixie Hill is on the west side.
Let me tell you
I'm just saying Dixie Hill on the west side.
I had my first apartment over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Decatur
East side and the west side.
Decatur is not Atlanta, though. We have to tell people that, because
it's Metro Atlanta now.
Yeah.
But back in the days, it was just Decatur.
Right. That's like Gwinnett County is Gwinnett, but they call it North Fulton.
Yeah, now it's Metro Atlanta too. Everybody that wasn't part of Atlanta, now all of it is Atlanta because we combine like this. We got congested like this.
Yeah.
So it's like, we shall overcome.
Look, we done overcame. Ying Yang.
So we all in there. We mixed up like gumbo.
Yo, let me ask y'all something, real talk. Y'all are clearly, y'all friends, y'all fun to be around. Like, what kind of kids was y'all? Because most of the time when you interview people, they talking about,
fucked up.
I was on the street, I was this, I was that. Y'all just seem like y'all was the life of the party.
I tell you like this. Go ahead, Rock.
No. You go first. Cause I'm gonna tell you what kind of friend I was.
Atlanta is the minority city to Georgia, but it's also the capital city. So what you have is Atlanta is really alley, loud talking, kicking it as long as you know people. And we always been a representation of what the city really is. Outside of people getting money and then changing the way they act, what you see with D-Roc and Kane is literally who we are and what the essence of true Atlanta is.
Check. Hey, as kids, we were doing what we weren't supposed to be doing.
Right.
We was in the club when we weren't supposed to be in there.
Well, that kind of...
No, we was kids when we was in the club.
D-Roc been rapping since before all of us, so he had me getting in the club free when we was 16, 17, 18. I don't know if people know this, but I'm gonna put it out here while we on here. The Bankhead bounce that D-Roc made when we were going to the 9th grade was the one that made Michael Jackson do the Bankhead bounce. See, D-Roc was label mates with Busta Rhymes when we was in middle school getting ready to go to high school. That's when he made Bankhead bounce. We were kids. And nothing is a coincidence. There was an Atlanta group back in 89, 90, 91, when Atlanta didn't have a music scene, because booty shaking music and party music didn't count down here either. So there was a group that Atlanta had at that time called the A-Town Hard Boys, and one of the individuals in the group was D-Roc blood relative, elder cousin, and the other individual was my mentor, which was Big D and Royal C. And when I met them when I was 10, I didn't know D-Roc then. So from the time I was 10 until I turned 15, every time I got with the A-Town Hard Boys, Raw C and D would tell me, hey man, Daryl, little cousin D-Roc, he be bouncing his ass off. Y'all need to get together and rap. So they told me and D-Roc this for a period of 5 years. And then we met when we turned 15. And then we became friends just out of that when we turned 16. And when we turned 16, I asked him, was he still rapping? He said, no, but I got to turn the album in to finish my contract with Ichiban. We went and sat on his cousin's porch and wrote the whole album.
And go back to what you said, what we did when we were kids.
Yeah.
That's what we did when we were kids.
Yeah, working on the way out of this shit.
Yo, I swear. Yo, y'all gotta be best friends. Like y'all, the way y'all bounce off one another.
The way you know you got a best friend is if you can go to hell and stay in there with them before you go back to happy.
Hey, I'm just saying, do you see both of us sitting here?
Absolutely.
All right, we best friends. Because most groups these days break theirs down
already.
And be like, you do yours separate, you do yours separate, you do yours separate.
We just ain't gonna do this shit no more.
We gonna do it together, but we ain't together.
Right. We ain't gonna do that part.
You want me to give him a hug?
My buddy. My buddy.
Yo, let me ask you something on a serious tip. Both of y'all, and this is what's even more, y'all just meant to meet.
Nothing
was both of y'all born with disabilities? Was both of y'all born with disabilities?
Yes,
I
sir.
know Rock.
Yes, sir.
Explain.
And check this out now. My right leg is more severely with the cerebral palsy, with the bad sciatic nerves, and D-Roc left hand. So my mama said, you hit left hand and he your right leg. But to throw a blessing on top of the stressing, when I turned 41, God Almighty stretched my right leg out, and now I walk even-legged. Right. Born.
So you don't have a limp no more?
Yeah. Yes, sir. And boy, he did it. Woo-hoo!
Yo, hold up, King. You telling me at 41 years of age.
Boy, that's the time that God told me that it was time for him to do what I asked him ever since I was 8 years old. And I've been trying to explain to people the time it took for him to do that was his time, not when I think he's supposed to do it. If you really want him to do it, you got to lay off of it. I laid off of it.
Okay. Y'all been knowing each other since 15 years old. Yeah. But you can't talk
we've been
about
knowing each other longer than that.
Yeah.
Like we seen each other before then.
Right.
But we started hanging at 15.
Right.
Let's get it right.
Since about 12. Since about 12.
So y'all been knowing each other since 12.
Okay.
Hanging since 15.
Right.
But I can't talk about the Ying Yang Twins without talking about DJ Smurf.
That's it.
When does he come into your life?
Smurf, hey.
We talking about us. We ain't talking about Smurf. No,
we talking about Smurf. Smurf is part of y'all story.
DJ Smurf. Hey. He ain't got DJ Smurf sitting right here now.
Hey, look, that's our big brother. See what he did was A-Town Hard Boys got us rapping together, but DJ Smurf brought us out.
Hey, you can't take that back. Like, that's priceless.
Right. DJ Smurf was the reason why we came out. If it wasn't
for DJ Smurf, we wouldn't be here talking to you right now.
Maybe not at this magnitude, but we'd have still been here.
Yeah, we'd have still been here.
Yeah, we'd have still been here. But at
probably at another light.
Yeah.
Not that light, but another light.
A lot of people know Smurf as Collie Park, Mr. Collie Park. He has produced some of y'all biggest hits. When people think of him, they think of y'all. How did y'all two come together?
Flame. Huh?
How did y'all two come together
like
as
back
a
in the
group?
days, if you listen to what he had said about the story, me and him had met, and once we met at 15, He asked me, was I rapping? I was like, nah, I gave it up. But I owe Ichiban another album. So Smurf was on Ichiban. So me and Kane sat down and wrote the whole album. And Smurf produced a song on the album.
Right.
And then on his album, he said, I need my song on my album. Like, we did song for song.
Yeah, swap out.
But he was like, I want you in that little one. I don't want you in all them other ones. And we did the song on his album. And from there, he was like, man, y'all are the team.
Y'all need to rap together.
Yeah. And we became the Ying Yang Twins.
And
another thing.
And
another thing, before you get to this, Lil Jon have always been in Ying Yang career since the beginning.
Our first come out was True City Thugs.
On So Death Bass All Stars 3.
John was the A&R.
Yep.
Booty shaking music was the only thing Atlanta was long like that. Smurf called John. D-Roc called me. I called D-Roc. D-Roc called Smurf. Smurf called John. John called Emperor Cersei. All of us on the phone. Smurf said, I got some dudes that's rapping on a booty shaking beat, unlike anybody you'd have ever heard rapping on a booty shaking beat. And what we did was make a thug record called True City Thugs, where we weren't talking about no girls shaking her butt, although the beat was going at about 120 BPMs a minute. The beat was going fast, but we nigga rap.
And it was all over the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I just want to throw that in
We
there.
started getting royalties when we were 18. Now,
and it was all on the radio.
From 1998, until we dropped in late.
We were still on the radio.
Until we dropped in August of 99. When we dropped in August of 99 with Whistle While You Twerk,
we was on the radio.
We had been going on the road with Smurf because he was DJ Smurf, ooh Lord, Party People Drop Like This Bitch. We had been going on the road promoting ourselves on his label when we were 18 from True City Thugs and the song we did on his album. So we did that from like 98, 99. At the end of 99,
we was on the radio.
We put together Whistle While You Twerk. So
and it was on the radio.
After having a little radio shine with True City Thugs and Lil Jon and Jermaine Dupri with the So Death Bass All Star 3, we nationally broke the fucking mold.
On the radio.
When we did Whistle While You Twerk in August of 99.
And they played it on the radio.
Yep.
I mean, just in case the audience didn't hear, I need to reiterate that Whistle While You Twerk broke on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Did I get that right?
Hey.
Yo, so check this out. That whole Whistle While You Twerk, it was something different. Yeah. That killed the strip club.
It got Snow White put in a vault for 10 years. We freaked Snow White.
Yeah,
the Ying Yang Twins and the Seven Dwarfs. We ran train.
Let me ask you something, because
ran train.
We had her in the strip club.
Ran train.
She was in the strip club. Snow White was a stripper.
Train.
Fellas.
She was the stripper.
Fellas.
Hey.
Snow White.
Don't hate on the white
girl.
Snow
White being in the... Listen. I got to ask y'all, real talk. Y'all spelled twerk back in them days. Y'all spelled twerk back in them days, TWURK.
Yeah.
Question for y'all. Was y'all the first group or the first artist to ever put twerk?
No, sir.
In a
Let
record?
me tell you where we got that from. Shout out to our homie. BG is where we got the word twerk from. I was a massive, before the world got on Cash Money and all that, I was a massive.
Oh boy, you better say we.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I was on Lil Wayne when he was still Lil Wayne.
This is what I'm saying. I was a massive BG fan from when Soulja Slim with Magnolia Slim with independent albums, and so like I always heard when me and D-Roc got together, we used to listen to that All On Me, All On You Volume 2. And it was a song on there where BG said, he said, what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, we can get straight to it. Take it how you want to, bring it how you feel, stepping in blood, cuz you get it off how you live. He said, twerk some, handle up, nigga, shake some. Got a K with a drum and I'm ready to spray some.
But
so I told
in the sense of what he's saying, we did start that. In the sense of twerking, the way people take twerk.
Oh yeah, for the strippers. Yeah. But the word twerk.
I know, but in the way he's saying it, he was asking like, for the way that people take twerk now, the way we put it out there.
Yeah.
Was we the first? Yeah. Because BG was saying twerk something in the different way.
Yeah, but listen, when he said twerk something, hell up, I'm just putting the compatibility of why
I'm saying the way he's saying it, the way people take twerk.
I know D-Roc, I'm just explaining to him.
People take twerk right now as ass shaking. That's it. They ain't looking at
I'm just explaining when he said twerk some, shake some, he was talking about busting a street move. So I said when he told D-Roc, when he said twerk some, shake some, we gonna apply twerk to ass shaking because he said in his rap, twerk some, shake some, nigga. Handle up. And I said, we're gonna take the shaking and replace shaking with twerking. That's how we owned up to the whole.
Okay, and I got that. But to Rock's point, and I thank you, number one, for explaining where it came from. Y'all wasn't the first one to put it.
That's all I wanted
to come up with the word and put it on the record.
Give it to us and knock other people down from them bringing stuff up before it even can make it to a forefront. That's all I want to do. Give New Orleans Day credit.
100%. I got you. But that word has come to be popularized in mainstream and associated almost exclusively
with ass shaking.
Right.
That's 100%. That's what I was saying. Yeah. If you're saying it from a perspective of everybody else saying it now, yeah, we did start that. Because before that, they did not. They did not. We put that bitch in the dictionary. They didn't. Fuck out of here.
So when y'all made that record, was that record made for the strip clubs? When y'all made it, was y'all like, this?
Yeah, it was. The fucking song always came on the TV when we were kids, you know, from the Disney shit. And I just ran it the hook because I always heard the shit in elementary school, you know, when we were little.
Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth.
What's the truth? Go ahead.
The truth is, when we signed it with College Park, when we signed it with DJ Smurf, he said, I sell sex. He told you what we started out on. We was on some thug shit.
Right? And then
he said, I sell sex. And shit changed from there.
When we signed the contract, he said, I sell pussy over him. And that's kind of what fueled the way I write, because before we signed to him, I never was rapping about pussy. I never learned that until I started rapping around D-Roc, because he was a booty-shaking bass rapper. And I wasn't. I was a street inclined rapper only. He had to teach me that shit.
So that's what made Ying Yang.
Right.
Got you.
In a nutshell.
Okay.
Next question.
In a chestnut.
Whistle While You Twerk. It was a single off the Thug Walking album, right?
Yep.
Right.
Who'd that album come out on? What label?
Mike Walker, Southern Music Distribution. It came out independently with Mike Walker, Southern Music Distribution. We sold 200,000 units independently. This is what made Universal come and want to give us a deal. We were fucking doing shows at $5,000 a pop, and the world didn't even know who the fuck we were or how we looked.
Well, they knew our name and our song. They just didn't know our face.
They didn't know how and they used to say shit.
That's what I said. They just didn't know our face.
They used to say shit like it's 5 people in that group.
And now I can't even go to the grocery store without them saying my name.
Say my name. Say my name.
These many years later.
Yep.
These many years later.
23 years.
I don't think a lot of people know that song came out independent, or that album.
Yeah, that's why me and D-Roc always hoisting our voice. Because we already know where people don't think in order to think.
Can I raise my hand? Can I raise my hand? You ready?
Yes, sir.
We always been independent.
Right.
We never been major. We always been independent. We went major one time, and that was with Universal, and Universal got us because they counterblocked us from Nelly.
Universal, they wanted us.
Did I say that?
They wanted us in the event that they can get Whistle While You Twerk cleared. We never could get it cleared. We never did know who owned it. This is how we found out that Disney didn't own it. There was a lady by the name of B.B. Barnes. And at the time, Whistle While You Twerk grossed $1 million. This lady popped up out the blue, and at the time she popped up, she had just sued her mama out of her whole life, and she was 80 years old then. That lady popped up when Whistle While You Twerk blew up, grossed $1 million. She popped right up and said, "Excuse me, y'all didn't ask me, could y'all use my stuff? I'm gonna take that check."
Hey, you wanna know what she said? She said, "I'm a bankhead, nigga. I'll take your cookie."
Okay, so when this woman popped up, she didn't clear it.
No,
how much money did y'all make off that song?
She didn't clear it. And I just told you what she did.
I know she didn't clear it. I said, how much money did you make off it?
It was it grossed $1 million with.
We don't need to be telling you all that.
How much money?
It grossed $1 million. She got that check.
So she took it all.
I'm just saying, we just told you we didn't get none of it.
Yeah, she took the check.
She got all of it.
She took the check, but we still had the pressure from the name. We had to made a mark so hard in the industry. And then, check this out. When we initially made Whistle While You Twerk, just to show you how old our lyrics are. The lyrics we put on that dropped in 2001 were the lyrics that we had put on Whistle While You Twerk. Mr. Collie Paul told us we were flowing and it was going off. He said, "But y'all gotta dumb it down." And we were like, "What you mean?" He was like, "Rap like this. Some. Me and D-Roc looked at each other and said, "Man, ain't no way nobody gonna buy this retarded ass shit." And we did what he said though, and that's what blew it up.
All right, now let's come on to some more years because we still in 2000.
Yeah, gotta go. Oh, okay, what go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so by the time y'all put out Say y'all are now signed to Koch. You go from
we didn't
independent
have a
to
deal
another independent record.
At first, we were looking because Universal had let us go. They made a statement to us and say all one-hit wonder groups make good novelty records. So we put together and we actually tried to give it to Universal. They told us we were trying to bite Nelly. We tried to give Universal They told us it was a novelty record. We were just trying to bite off Nelly. So Koch stepped up, Alan Grunblatt, E1. He stepped up and he gave us the shot. He gave us a 1-year, 1-album deal.
Boom. And that's how it went
Let me
down.
ask you this before you go into that.
Yeah.
When you said y'all made did y'all just make it and let Universal hear it? Or did y'all put it out and it started bubbling and they still told you y'all trying to sound like Nelly?
And let them get the chance at releasing it.
Didn't come out until Koch put it out.
Yeah, they turned it down. Universal turned it down.
That was my question.
Yeah,
okay.
Universal turned it down.
That's all he wanted to know. Next question, please.
Okay. All right. Come out. It's a monster. If you thought Whistle While You Twerk was big, showed that y'all wasn't nothing to play with. You was not one-hit wonders. Y'all tapped into something, and that whole sound was sweeping the nation. I'm a dude who worked at a record label. I did radio promotion for many years of my life. I remember that record doing something like 65,000 spins
a week. Jay-Z called Smurf motherfucking house. Yo, B Nas, yo, This J. You new niggas are fucking up my money. Click. This how he talk. He said, I gotta sell a fucking sidekick Motorola to sell my Fade to the Black album. This shit ain't cool. You new niggas fucking up my money. And he on the phone up on the next question.
Around that same time, y'all riding high right now. Your old friend Lil Jon. And for the record, Lil Jon been on every one of y'all's albums. He been on every one of y'all projects, right? From day one.
Right.
Oh, so this is y'all brother. This is your friend right here.
That's Lil Jon is our country cousin.
Yeah.
And I tell that to everybody. I can call Lil Jon right now.
On the speed dial.
Yeah.
He gonna pick up on the third ring.
Hey, Lil Jon just sent me something that we finna work on, that we finna have some with a little some, and mixed in with a little some, and it's gonna be like, yeah! What?
Okay, y'all killing it on the scene. Around the same time, Lil Jon releases one of the biggest songs of his career, Get Low, and he brings in his brothers, the Ying Yang Twins.
Yeah.
I always wondered, it's a lyric on that song that just drove me crazy from day one.
50-11 times.
What the hell is I done come to the club about 50-11 times?
11 times I have went in the booty club and acted a fool. 50-11.
Hey, I got to go on record and say, I really feel like, and Lil Jon feel the same way, it really not his song. It's like all our songs.
Right.
Because we sat in the studio 2 days to come up with Get Low.
Yeah.
Like, that was a real collaboration. It ain't like it was we just jumped on the song. We just jumped on his beat. The beat was not even made when we jumped on it.
And so
he built everything around us.
The reason why we snapped so hard because of how slow the beat was, it sounded like the team that Smurf used to be with when he used to make mixtapes called King Edward J and the J Team. When we heard the beat, it just sounded like that song. Well, I ain't gonna go there, but it sounded like a particular set of tapes that Smurf them used to make called bedroom boom tapes. They used to make fucking tapes for people to make love or fuck off of, and they call them bedroom boom tape. So when we heard the Get Low beat, I was like, D-Roc, this more kind of like a remix beat.
Hold up. Let bad. Kanye was running like I was late.
Yeah.
The part I said on Get Low, I said it, Lil Jon said, nah, that ain't it.
Right.
He said, I'm waiting on the Hook King to get here.
Right.
I'm waiting on the Hook King to get there. So I go back in the little waiting area. I go to sleep.
Right.
Waiting on Shouter. Soon as Shouter comes, Shouter say his part, and I told him what part I had said. He said, say it again. And then when I...
Yeah. So
who wrote that
Lil
hook?
Jon liked it, huh?
Who wrote the hook?
We did.
Me and D-Roc. Not to mention, get what?
Okay.
Hold up. You about to make me take this mic off.
Y'all,
you about to make me take this mic off. You think somebody else
I've been wanting to ask y'all this for years. So I need both of y'all to give me your full
you
attention.
think somebody else right for
Hold
us?
up, Rock. Hold on. Give me a second.
The world don't know.
Hey, look here.
Give me a second because I've been waiting to ask you this for years.
Look on the back of it.
Go ahead.
That hook.
Right.
Either one of y'all went to college, both of y'all are in a frat. That hook is 100% Black Greek life frat.
Oh yeah.
Where did that hook for y'all come from?
Watch this. The part that D-Roc said on there. What
part?
To the window, to the wall. That was D-Roc's head.
D-Roc, tell me you heard that on the college campus somewhere with the frats.
Listen. This is all when we just use hype of loving to write and want to do music. D-Roc had that shit when we were 17 years old. The whole hook. Get Low, second half of the hook, and the song Georgia Dome we made. That shit was all one hook. D-Roc had that shit when we were 17. And he used to do it to a beat at about 120 BPMs a minute. To the window, wall, to the wall, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my ball, to all these bitches crawl. So the shit I did, that was after we had done became the Ying Yang Twins. I just put the front half on it, for which it was a fucking nursery rhyme. 369, the goo train ran, the monkey jumped down on the couch sneak line. Right.
Go ahead, D-Roc, because you can't tell me you ain't get that from either Sigma or Alpha. There's no way you can tell me that hook ain't come from.
You know that saying, great minds think alike? Hey. That's what that hook attests to.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
because he had that shit.
You gotta look at we hang around people.
Right.
You got me.
And not for nothing, he always been a booty shaking rapper.
And you gotta think about it. This Atlanta. Come on now. This Atlanta. Black college. Look at what you just said. Right. Black college. Right. This is home of black college.
Right.
Yes, it is. Okay, so let me ask y'all another question.
Go ahead.
Skeet, skeet, skeet. Was y'all the first ones to put that on the record?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But Dave Chappelle gave all the credit to Lil Jon. It's all good.
Yeah, it's
ain't no Lil Law.
We wrote that.
Yeah, he made the beat. We brought the heat.
Yeah, we wrote that.
Street. Right.
Don't nobody write my hook.
But that's when you know.
Don't nobody write his hook.
In a nutshell.
Don't nobody write his
In a nutshell, where people
don't nobody write my verse.
Where people don't know about the Ying Yang Twins.
What that?
That we are producers. See, I got production plaques for Whistle While You Twerk.
And
Say Ay Ay Ay,
and
Salt Shaker,
and
Get Low,
and
Smoke by Myself, But the old mama goddamn self for real. All them right there came out of the I made the whole beat to By Myself. I beatbop every sound to Smurf. All that came out my brain.
Spirit speakers.
The little melody I ran it on Get Low. That made me put a sound on the beat. That made me a producer. When Joey made the well, I ain't gonna get to the South Shake.
Yeah,
all our shit.
He got another question. Right. You can see it in his face.
Come on.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions.
Come on.
I know it. That's why we need to go and get.
Y'all do realize I'm the interviewer, right?
Yeah. Come on. You just asked the question, and we gonna one line it. Like, yep.
Nah, but real talk. I mean, Get Low was a monster record, like you said, and I don't know if it went over.
All time.
You just said you were gonna let him talk. You just come.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Kane, you with me, brother?
Huh?
Thank you. I don't know. I said I don't know if it went over people's heads, but Dave Chappelle, one of the greatest comedians of all time, if not the greatest comedian of all time, he did a skit and really zoned in on that skeet, skeet, skeet part. To this day, that record got something like 300 million views on Spotify. Huge freaking record. So y'all are on fire at this time.
Right.
Ying Yang Twins, y'all been working for years. You finally arrive. You're no longer even thought of as one-hit wonders.
Right.
Your next project, that project, it releases on Koch. Your next project, you join your brother, Lil Jon, over at TVT.
Right.
How did that come into play?
Brotherhood.
After we did the 1 year, 1 album deal, what happened was we were 450,000 in the clear on I, and Alan Grunblack realized he did a dumbass move giving us a 1 year, 1 album deal. So he tried to renegotiate us back, and Schmurr would basically like, give us our motherfucking money first, and then we could renegotiate. We was already in the clear. I told Jay-Z called the house. He didn't want to do that, so we just took everything and walked. Cause he ain't
anybody who don't know.
And the thing about it is, I can't say too, you gotta look at Steve Godley was going where the money was.
Right.
So that's how that came upon too.
When
we went where the money was.
When we got to
next
Steve,
question.
Steve said
he got a lot of questions.
I know. Steve said that he didn't understand our music, but he was willing to give us a shot. So that's how we really got to where we at today.
We ain't even got halfway.
Yeah, for anybody who don't know, Alan Grunblack runs Koch Records. At that time, it was Koch Records. Now it's known as E1.
Right.
Yeah, But he's also notorious for not paying royalties. I just want to put that out
All of
there.
them do that.
Hey, I thought we was at TVT at this point. How we go back to college?
Nah, because I'm setting up the TVT question.
There you go.
Because he actually had
That's the TVT question.
Rock. He actually had the opportunity, if he would have did right, to have y'all for y'all next album, which was y'all biggest album.
What?
TVT reaped the benefits of all of the work that had been done before y'all got over there. And when you get over there, you explode. Salt
Negative.
Shaker.
I don't look at it that way. I look at it as
Go ahead.
we reap the benefit of our hard work.
Right. Cause we been
No. We work hard to get to that point.
Right.
TVT just showed us the love that everybody else wasn't showing us. So no, it ain't like he reaped the benefit. We reaped the benefit.
We were making all our own motherfucking money without them folks.
So no, negative. It's like he showed us love.
We were getting money
when nobody else would.
And we still getting money. We probably one of the last rap groups still getting paid residually with royalty checks. With real album sales.
And to take money to make money. So he spent his money to make money back.
Right.
So he really helped us elevate to where we wanted to get. Right. Because if you look at it, when USA came out, we was already platinum before the album even came out.
Yeah. The Me and My
Okay,
Brother
so let's talk about it for a second.
Album went gold and rolled gold for a while, and then it finally went platinum. And then when we go ahead.
Now, I want to talk about it for 1 second because y'all and y'all brother Lil Jon, y'all got together again and made a freaking smash. That Salt Shaker was something different.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a monster. I want y'all to talk to me about, because to this day, that is y'all's, personally as a group, that is y'all's biggest record, correct?
The Whisper song was the biggest record.
Yeah.
The Whisper song. Oh, damn, I forgot.
That was after
okay,
me
we
and
got
my
the Whisper.
Let's get right.
Yeah. You ain't do all your homework right.
Nah, because Salt Shaker, no, I don't think you did all your homework. Salt Shaker went to number 9 on the Billboard charts, spent 54 weeks on the charts, over a year.
Yeah,
that
but
technically,
overall,
Salt Shaker, overall, technically, Kane, Salt Shaker is your biggest record. That's factual. Go look it up.
Hey,
but with that being said,
for the record, what you saying, I hear what you saying, but really, Wait is our biggest record because it got us nominated for a Grammy.
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We got nominated for a Grammy for Wait, not Salt Shaker.
Or Get Low.
Come again, say what? Come again, say what? What you got to say? Come again,
I want to talk about Salt Shaker for a second.
Yeah, you can
when
get
y'all
on,
made that record.
Salt Shaker, but it didn't get us nominated for a Grammy.
Right. So it couldn't have been.
But again, no. I mean, we see people nominated for Grammys and let us keep it moving. But did y'all know when y'all was making that record?
We'll be sitting on that motherfucker for 3 days.
Exactly. Y'all already know. I don't even want to go down that road. But did y'all know that record was going to be what it became when y'all made Salt Shaker?
Say again?
When y'all made Salt Shaker, did you know? Because sometimes
energy. See, what you don't realize is this. A lot of people don't, and this just me talking for what I bring to the Ying Yang Twins. A lot of people don't know, but all you gotta do is speak your life as you want it. So one thing we don't do is do the negative thinking about whatever we're gonna do. We say, oh boy, when we do this shit, it gonna go like this, and we gonna do like this, and it gonna hit like this. We don't do all that back and forth.
Go again with what you said. No, we didn't go in there looking at it like that. We went in there looking to record another song with Lil Jon.
Yeah.
Like, because we were doing the album. Yeah.
And using all our real energy. Like, I ain't gonna call no young artist's name, but we've been in the studio before, and some of the young artists done seen us work, and when me and D-Roc come out the booth, we sweating like we've been in a thunderstorm. The new kids don't know what it is to have work ethic where you come out a booth sweating like you've been hauling concrete or sheet metal or sheet rock.
And when you try to outdo yourself, that's when you mess up. because your mind so focused on outdoing what you did the last time, you ain't even thinking about no new time.
Just think about
that time was that time.
Yeah.
New time is a new time.
We don't change records.
No, hold on. Last year was last year, but you think this year was like last year? No. Last year we couldn't go out because of COVID. This year we can. That's just the same way music is. It's like you don't think about the last one you made.
Yeah.
You got to think about what's going on now.
Yeah.
Boom.
Andre said you focus on the past, your ass will be a has butt. We're not has
Okay.
butts. We're still relevant today off of songs, and we haven't put an album
that's
out
just how it go down.
in 13 years.
Y'all also collab with Britney Spears around that time. I got that boom boom. How did that song come into play? Did she call y'all?
Her manager, Steve Lunt, he saw us drop the nagging video first. Want. She talking to me like I'm dumb. Steve Lunt. I got to go into character of him. He's an Englishman. He came to us. He said, "You guys are not rap stars. You guys are fucking pop stars." I told my friends, I said, these guys have made a song that's not about strip club music. It's about women getting on men's nerves in a relationship. He said, when I seen you guys made this record, I say these guys are fucking pop stars. And so her manager, the reason why we did the whole record.
Boom. There you go. Next question.
Was y'all in the studio when y'all made it?
Nope.
Okay, I know y'all
feel
performed
like
with
it
her
was.
on.
It feel like we would, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then that's what we trying to
A
tell
lot
you.
of chemistry.
We owns what we do. We don't worry about how no other motherfucker do it. This how we do it.
I know y'all performed with Britney.
Next question, please.
I know y'all performed with Britney during the MTV special.
Yeah.
What was it like performing with Britney?
That shit could have went a whole nother way.
What you mean by that, Kane?
Don't worry about it. Let's move on.
Hold on, Kane.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
D-Roc, come back with me, D.
D-Roc ain't
here. Next question, please.
D-Roc ain't here.
Rock.
Hey,
all right, so we're going to keep it moving.
Hey, let's leave Britney alone.
Yeah, we're going to.
Let go somewhere else.
She been through enough. She don't need no more.
Yeah, she all right.
All right, we're going to talk off camera about this, but check it. Let's go into that. Let's talk about that USA album.
Yeah. Motherfucker,
United
ship platinum out the warehouse.
United States of Atlanta. And on that album, now we can talk about the Whisper song.
Oh, yeah.
Did y'all hear me? The Whisper song.
Hey.
Yo, real talk. That song was so creative and it was so clever. Like, just talking with y'all now, it's easy to see y'all take chances. Y'all about having fun. Who came up and was bold enough and was crazy enough to say, yo, we could make a whole freaking song and whisper through it? Like, y'all must have been high as hell to come up with that idea. Hold on, to come up with that idea.
No, I'm saying he had moved all the fun and everything. He was saying, who told y'all to come up with it? I was going to say, these nuts.
You can comment at this Tammy ugly. Hey, man, don't worry about it. We trying to
you missed your moment, Rock. You missed your moment.
It's all good.
But real talk, y'all must have been high or drunk.
Man.
Somebody
must
have been in a different zone.
Right record.
No.
Hold on, let me ask the question.
Go ahead.
Who actually came up with that concept? Because it's one thing to come up with a concept, and it's a whole other thing to go through with it.
When we do music, before we set out to write the music, we sit up and brainstorm and talk about subjects that bring every aspect of an answer, if not a solution, out of what we talking about. And after we brainstorm, that's how we go sit down and write. But to answer your question, Collie Park came to us and said, you know what'd be dope? Is if y'all did a song Whisper. Because we were known for being loud and obnoxious and extremely hype. So He said, y'all need to do a song whispering. He came with the beat. He dropped the beat. I hit the hook. It was over with. It was clever because it was different than what we were always known for.
Damn, you just canceled me out. Damn, I was in there too. He just said, he did the beat. I did the hook, and it was over with. No, it was not. Well, I come in.
We made the song, D-Roc.
Right.
This boy need a hug, y'all. I'm gonna give him another hug.
Give him a hug, please.
I'm just saying.
Give him a hug,
just
King.
canceled me out. He's like, he did the beat. I made the hook, and it was over with. No, it was not. We had to put the verses on there. If you'd have just put the hook on there, it wouldn't have been no song.
That's why he my little brother.
It wouldn't have been no song if he'd just put the hook on there.
Let's move on.
Yeah, but that song was incredibly clever. Very, very opposite from what y'all were known for. So shout to Collie Park on that one.
Right.
And, you know, it rose to number 15 on the Billboard charts. But more important, that album sold 3 million records. Like, y'all went 3 times platinum. Right. So congratulations to y'all. Killed it. I also want to talk to y'all because one of my favorite cities in the world is New Orleans. And y'all got the theme song for the New Orleans Saints. Like, where the hell did that come from?
It wasn't the theme song. Anything we do, we put all our spirit into it. Collie Park brother, D-Roc, he was in the band when he went to A&M. Collie Park and his brother, they went to A&M. D. Crooms came to us with the fanfare band beat, right? He said, y'all need to do a song to this. And so we made the song just in memories of the prep rally and like Battle of the Bands, for which Halftime came out the same time Salt Shaker did. What happened was the New Orleans Saints were looking for some kind of new hype or fine. They had been to hell and back with the Katrina, right? The owner's daughter went into the stadium and were going through music to try to find something to hype the team and the city up. When she stumbled across Halftime, she ran back and told her dad, we need to use this song right here. And the rest is history.
And the rest speak for itself.
And see, but we catch a lot of flack from Atlanta for that, for them saying we made a song just for the New Orleans Saints. That's a motherfucking lie. We good at making good music. That song came out when Salt Shaker came out. They just picked it up, and the whole city of New Orleans told us themselves, the elderly people, they said, thanks, said after Katrina, they said, cause of the good Lord and y'all song was why we won the Super Bowl.
Boom. And he answered that question.
They said, because of the good Lord
and y'all song,
they put y'all song in the same sentence as the good Lord.
Hey, brother, I was raised in the church from my grandmama, and my granddad is from New Orleans. This another clicker. That's why we click with them too, because I got the very essence of where they're from in my bloodstream. Right.
Did that song ever pop up on any album? Or was that just a single y'all did?
It was on the Still United Half album that we dropped after the USA album. After we dropped the Me and My Brother album, we had a half album called My Brother and Me, right? And then after we dropped the USA album, we had another half album called Still United. And on the half album of Me and My Brother was where we put Halftime at.
Big record, man. Big record.
Right.
That song turned up in video games. I think it was in Madden.
Hey, man, don't get me started. By 7 video games, and with the Saints picking it up, they rolled us all the way to 2013 with that motherfucker. With just that record. And so, like I say, the people say, in New Orleans, they tell us that they could tell that we appreciate the heritage of making music and the heritage of black cities. This is what they tell the Ying Yang Twins. We can tell y'all love what y'all doing. That's why our city will go to bat for y'all. We get more love out of New Orleans than we get from Atlanta. Real talk.
Next question.
Let's move on.
Okay, I don't know about all that, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Hey.
In Atlanta, y'all get a lot of love.
Yeah,
but check it. Let's talk.
Hey, we're not finna debate that right now.
Let's move on.
Go to the next question.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
let's move on.
Said,
so
how many
your
more
fifth
questions
album,
you got? About 50.
A lot more.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
I appreciate you trying to give us the time that the industry never has, though. I appreciate that part.
I'm just saying that I might have to take me a lunch break. Like, we just halfway through, I gotta go get something to eat.
Rock, we having fun, brother.
I was hungry, boss.
Just send them to get it.
Okay, your fifth album, Chemically Imbalanced. Y'all collaborated with producer Wyclef Jean. How did that collaboration come? And coming off an album that sold so many millions of records, this one didn't fare as well. Why do y'all think, especially with a producer like Wyclef that's known for hit after hit after hit, why don't y'all think that album did as well as some of y'all past?
We were going through a turmoil. Me and Collab Paul weren't seeing eye to eye. And everything went like it was in the beginning. And so that's why that album did like that. Because me and D-Roc, we actually went to Europe and blowed up a single. And we acquired so many spins while we were in Germany that when we came back, Steve had to give us a budget to shoot a video. And when he gave us the budget, I was like, me and D-Roc was like, hey man, we'll still foot the bill and go the distance to sell the Chemically Imbalanced album. And he said, I didn't never get a chance to really deal with you and D-Roc through y'all deal. I always dealt with Collab Paul. He said, I would do that, but it's too much bad blood and burnt bridges. So I'm sorry, but we just let it go.
But and TBT was folding at that point.
Right.
So they spent all our budget on Wyclef. So by the time it came to promoting, they was folding already.
Right.
So that album got shitted on.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't us fault.
Right.
It didn't get promoted.
We signed to them in 2003 and they were going out of business in 2007.
Like Wyclef got $1 million to produce half of the album.
Right.
And then another $500,000 just to do a video with fucking tigers and bears and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yo, Kane, you mentioned that y'all and you, not y'all, but you and Collab Park wasn't seeing eye to eye. Can you speak on that? Because that's your brother. That's somebody who's been there from day one.
I already have spoke on that, but I just say this. We came in making one thing. After we blowed up, it should have changed because I was solely a part of the production of the Ying Yang Twins too, man. We started getting plaques, and I started getting producer plaques. I was getting more than just artist plaques. So that's what brought the turmoil with me and Collab Paul.
Got you.
Right. I got producer credit. I still got a lot of my BMI producer plaques, but I ain't got the money. Right.
Okay.
Simple.
I want to ask a serious question. This is for you, Rock. You lost your brother. I read that you lost him to HIV. Number one, and just so you know, I'm no stranger to that. I lost my brother, so I know how bad that hurt. So my condolences to you, brother. Do you know how he got it?
No. Like, I know, but I'm not finna sit right here and say how he got it.
Bad decision making. Let's move on.
Okay, like I was saying, you know, and again, my condolences to your brother. But, from what I heard and from what I read, it was him that on his deathbed, he said, yo, you know what? I want to see y'all reunite with Collab Park. Did I get that right? Was it him that
Yep.
really gave you his dying wish to say, bring
Yep.
the group back together?
Yeah.
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 Really?
He said the best time he ever had, we took everybody to the VMAs, and he wanted to see us do it again. Yep.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Before I let y'all out of here, I got to ask a series of more serious questions.
Go ahead. Shoot.
You know, over the years, rock, I mean, things don't, y'all are called yin yang. You know, where there's good, there's bad. Where there's highs, there's lows. We spoke about a lot of the highs. Let's speak about a little bit of the lows.
I didn't do it. I already know where you're going. I didn't do it. Don't believe everything you read. Now on that one, don't believe everything you read. And I'm not finna explain my story because
I'm gonna ask it
don't
anyway.
Need to be explained. I done already lived through it. I'm not gonna relive through it because I know one place where you're going.
Tell me.
I'm not. You ask your question, and I'm gonna say whether you right or not.
Okay. You get pulled over for a DUI. In the car, they find pills, but they also find 2 of your children in the back seat. Right or wrong?
They found what?
The pill.
2 of your children in the back seat.
I didn't have no pills on me.
No?
No.
Okay. Were you under the influence of anything?
You think I'm finna incriminate myself on here?
This thing is years old. There's no incrimination. But no, be it as it may.
Let's get it right. I want somebody to go back and read my real papers.
Uh-huh.
It was weed and paraphernalia. And they gave me a DUI because I refused to blow. My lawyer always told me don't blow. Yes, I was high. No, was no pills. Yes, I had my kids in there with me.
There you go. Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
No, my reason for saying that because everybody over exaggerates shit and try to make it look like the bad guy. That's why I don't even want to say nothing on it. You already got your perception of it.
You already Let's move on. Go ahead.
Here's the deal. I think you Rock. I think you answered the question perfectly.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we don't even need to go no deeper into it.
There you go. Next question.
It's finna be another one.
Y'all called French Montana out. And when I say y'all, I don't know which one of y'all did it. But y'all called French Montana out for using the ad-lib. Huh?
Right. Okay, now check this out.
Who called him out? Okay, first and foremost, who called him out?
We did. We did, but listen at this. That saying came from my daddy, man, at a time when he was in a bad space in his life.
So we came up with it. We called him out.
He came up with that saying when he was at a bad headspace in his life, and he told me to take the saying, and I said that mother looked like it carried too much. So I told D-Roc to pick the saying up. Now, not saying whatever friend Montana saying about why they say it ain't true. It's the fact that when we got to New York, the New Yorkian said, fuck that shit, friend Montana talking about that hand shit came from y'all. D-Roc even went in the building with 50 Cent up there, and 50 Cent came out of his meeting and addressed D-Roc and said, this where the hand shit come from. So that's dead. I'm gonna tell you what I think that is. People really idolize us, but in the fact that because we don't know getting stuff, what's the word I'm looking for? Why you didn't get it copywritten? All that right there, we might didn't know. But still, check this out. We don't ride with all that extra shit. We know the truth about what we done. And that's why we're still here. So even though we didn't copyright hand for all that, that still don't take away the fact that we originated that. And once we got to New York and the people told us that we the reason why they saying it up top, it was through with us. All the rest of that shit for spectators.
Did French Montana ever respond back to y'all?
I got on the phone with him once, and he explained it. I said, I understand that, but as far as we know, my daddy gave us that shit, man. It was his word.
So your daddy used to run around saying,
he still said now. He the originator of it. I'm telling you, yeah. My daddy, man. My dad is 63 years old, man.
Okay. Rock, it seemed like you had something to say.
Huh?
Let's
that looked like.
Let's move on.
I'm bobbing the head with him. You didn't see me point.
We in agreement right now. We in a good space. Let's move on.
So, as somebody who's seen highs and lows in this industry, what's some advice that y'all would give to some of these artists coming up now?
Believe in yourself and believe in the impossible. The youth don't believe that anything can happen on the impossible tip no more, man. The ambition and the thriving of striving doesn't exist anymore. It's like somebody told the youth today, 2 things for certain in life. You're gonna live and you're gonna die. And that's all they rhyme. Like having a chance to live isn't a part. And they should keep their ambition and they should keep true to themselves and believe in the impossible. This is the most I can say to them, because that's how we got here. Everything that can be stacked up against the Ying Yang Twins was in our whole real life and our careers. Every door that could have been stacked up against us, we knocked it down, believing in the impossible. So I think that if you don't believe in the impossible, if you just cater to what people tell you, you're going to have a problem. Because everybody don't know all the answers.
Rock?
I'm going to disagree with him.
So with that being said, I want to tell y'all one more time, I love your energy. I love the time we had to just chit chat and talk about y'all's impact on the music and entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
y'all got records that are timeless.
Hey, I do got something to say.
Right?
I got something to say. If you don't love what you're doing, don't do it.
Or before you start to do something, learn how to love whatever you do.
Yeah.
This will help you do it in a better fashion. You know what I can't understand about people? People go to work, we go to work, me and D-Roc, you, everybody else. People go to work Monday, and every Monday they say, oh, Lord, buddy, Monday's starting slow. My daughter like that. I told her to say this to herself. I am the best part of who I am, and I'm getting better every day. And she said, Daddy, you don't say every day like that. I said, I'm telling you to say every day because I want you to learn that every day of the week is Friday. You got to give them something to go on. The kids today ain't got nothing to go on. That's why Ying Yang got to come back out so we can get them something to follow. I personally think we the reason why music fucked up the way it is. People still having fun. You take 12 years off of these kids, we still the favorite rap group of the time. Right. So we have to come back to place the order back.
He was finna say something.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I agree with you. I think that y'all have timeless music. I think that your music is just fun. It's just as simple as that. It is music that's fun. And it's needed.
We are the playground for adults when it comes to music.
I never heard that, but that is such a dope description of your music.
You know, without killing a child dies and still lives. The dead corpse of a child is an adult.
All right, well, we don't. I'm
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like KRS One said back in the days. Are you a philosopher? Yes.
That's why KRS One like me, because I do that.
Yeah,
that's how you can tell. That's how you can tell
a philosopher?
Why our music. This is why our music sells the way it does. We really think. Right.
Nah, you sound like Socrates on one of them now.
Man,
like,
don't get me started. D-Roc gotta eat. I be
like, boy, y'all about to go on.
Hold on, Yo, Rock, I'm trying to get y'all out of here. Your boy coming up with all this philosophy. So with that said,
he's stretching it out by the baffling.
Yeah. Nah, I'm telling y'all, much love and respect to both of y'all. I thank you for your time, and on behalf of the VladTV audience, I see y'all later.
Later.
One love, y'all. Great job.